Hi y'all, it is Sunday, April 19th. It is actually my cousin Isabella's birthday. Happy birthday, Isabella. Okay, so it's April. We all know that we're in this pandemic. It was already going on last month, but March was, I don't know, like began in March and then whatever. We've been fully in the pandemic mode during April. And so today I decided to be the day that I film kind of like my dating myself thing, which who knows what it's going to look like, but I'm just kind of going to vlog. So for starters, I like got dressed, put on some makeup today. This bra is kind of not like working with this, but you know, you can kind of get somewhat of an idea. I just have like a little tank top, a little cute necklace, and these little trousers. Yeah, and I put on a touch of makeup. My perfume today is Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. Cannoli's acting really weird, and I don't know why. He threw up, or he's thrown up a few times in the last couple weeks, and I don't know, now he's just like being shaky and weird. I know he wants his WALK, which is what I'm gonna go do right now. I decided that instead of walking around the neighborhood like I do every single day, which is fine, and I like seeing like the same people and the same dogs and stuff, I'm actually gonna get in my car with him and drive down closer to like the school where I teach and just like change of scenery, like walk over there. It's like 5 minutes away, but you know, so we're gonna start with that. I may or may not get like a coffee or something after. Don't at me. I hope that's okay. We'll see. I don't know. I might not. And then probably head back home. I don't know why I'm sitting here like thinking out loud. I'm just gonna go. So you're gonna come. It is so pretty in this area. Like, it's so pretty and it's such a nice day out. It's absolutely perfect. It actually, like, just the air and the smell and the temperature, everything really made me feel like I was on a vacation. But I am not wearing the right shoes for walking. I'm already getting blisters. So, and there was like a part where we went uphill. So I don't think he's ready to be done with his walk, but maybe I'll take him on another one like around our neighborhood in a little bit. But I am gonna head out now. I might just drive around, like take the long way home, so to speak. And I am kind of craving, like I said, like to go to a coffee place, but I'm craving more of like a fruity, like a green tea lemonade or something. I don't know, we'll see. Or a peach tea. Or an Arnold Palmer. Okay, let's start this car. So I got my coffee and now I'm back home. I think I'm gonna eat some lunch and then take him back out, because he is antsy. Just a quick little update before I switch over my laundry to the dryer because it's so loud. I ate lunch. It was so good. Just grilled cheese and tomato soup, but like so comforting and good. I am now just gonna chill on the couch for a little bit, let it digest, watching some YouTube. I think I have about 30 pages left of my book, so I wanna finish this. And then I'll probably take Sea Monster on another walk because I just love him so much that, you know, whatever he wants, he gets. What my baby wants, my baby gets. Hey guys, it's been a little while. I don't even fully remember the last thing I vlogged because I was on a long FaceTime with my family, which is always wonderful. So I finished this book. Holy cow. I do book reviews on my channel, but spoiler alert, highly recommend. I would say that I was thinking of rating this like a 4.5, but I think it got bumped up to a 5 with the ending. Like, there is a little bit of an epilogue that I need to finish, but then my family called. So I mentioned earlier that I kind of wanted to like drive up to this cool area and watch the sunset. But the thing is, I love how late the sun goes down in Oregon in the spring and summer, but because it goes down like later, because I Googled it, it's like at 8:02 p.m. I kind of like already want to have bathed, put on my pajamas, maybe had a couple glasses of wine, etc. by then. And I just don't know if that's gonna work for me tonight. So I think the different route I'm gonna take is I'm gonna walk him. I'm going to maybe order some food, like maybe go pick some food up at one of my favorite spots. I've been doing a lot of cooking during the quarantine, as I'm sure we all have, so could treat myself to some food, start a new book, face mask, bath. I mean, these are like really exciting things for sure. I guess they're slightly less exciting because I'm doing them like all the time now, but they're still really fun and exciting. So we're gonna go on a walk now. Favorite thing ever. I should record this for my family. Okay, wait, ready? Okay, ready. Cannoli, do you wanna go on a walk? Cannoli, do you wanna go on a walk? Bubba, you wanna go on a walk? Let's go. Oh, he's so precious. After finishing a book, definitely one of my favorite things to do is choose the next book. My mom and I are kind of in like a long distance book club, but the problem is we keep like passing each other. Like she'll read one and then I'm like, let me catch up, and then she'll read something else in the meantime. Not like I don't know, whatever. So that book I just finished, she had already read and then she reread it. And this was the other one. I showed this in my birthday vlog. That it's by the same author that my mom has read and recommended. It's called A Spark of Light. So I think I might read this next. And then the one me and my mom are gonna do for book club next is, I don't really want to get it off of there because it's all like strategically on here, but it's this one, An American Marriage. So I also kind of want to read, can you see that? The Firm by John Grisham. But yeah, I think, let's see, Spark of Light, how many pages is this? It's like 350 pages. And the one I just did was like 500 pages, so I could more easily do this in a week or less, because that last one I just did in a week. So all right, I'm gonna place my dinner order and head out here in a few. I don't know how long it'll take, and then settle in for the night. So I don't know what I want to watch tonight. I've been watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Oh, this is the other thing I was gonna say. Okay, so I don't think I mentioned this, that me going to drive on like a spot to look at the sunset was partially inspired by the fact that that's on here, not driving to go look at it, but just watch the sunset. And that's like one of the few things off this list that I can actually do right now during the stay at home, you know, the thing that's in place. There's not much else in here. I mean, go stargazing, go for a hike, although I don't know if any of the trails are open, but I mean, most of them, yeah, are just like not really compliant. I don't think that's the right way to say that, but they don't really work with like the current situation. So I came home and ate my food, and I didn't end up taking a bath because I don't know, I felt like the food was like warm and fresh and I didn't want it to sit out. So I ate and then, excuse me, and then I decided to put on Big Little Lies season 2. So I actually read the book before I watched the first season, and then I never watched the second one. So I'm currently on episode 5, and I just kind of got like sucked in, and I'm just chilling on the couch here. Wow, I don't know what's happening here, but we're just gonna go with it. So this is pretty much just gonna be my evening. So I mean, again, it's quarantine days, like these little self dates are limited, but that's okay. I will find some other ways to kind of integrate it this week, and hopefully one of those will be to drive to that place. What is it called? Like Vista House or something? I don't know. If you're familiar with Portland at all, you might know what I'm talking about, and I probably said it wrong. Crown Point? I don't know. I'll let you know if I end up going there, but yeah, I may go there and look at the sunset, etc. Why am I so tired? Tomorrow's Monday. Back to work, although distance learning. So not physically back to work, but you know. All right, I'm gonna keep watching this and then go to bed, and I will see you later this week. Hi guys, it is Wednesday, April 29th. This month is winding down. Tomorrow's the last day, right? Yeah, I think this is one of the shorter months. And it's time to complete out the month of dating myself. So obviously we all know things are different right now. So with that said, I had mentioned that I wanted to go watch the sunset. And I'm gonna do that tonight. I need to find like a good spot where I could go and do that. I had one in mind called Vista House, but it's closed, but I'm wondering if anywhere like near there, I don't know, I'll Google it. But right now, here's my journey. I just got back from a walk with Mr. Cannoli. I am listening to my album of the day because I like to do that on walks. Today it is Ed Sheeran's Multiply. Love this album. And this is so random, but literally, also I'm like sweating. It's been humid. I don't know why I'm wearing this hoodie. Here's what I'm going to do. I put on some eyebrows earlier, but that's all I've put on. I'm going to put some micellar water on my face, get rid of any sweat or anything. Then I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play with makeup. Why? Because I want to. And because one of my birthday gifts was this lovely eyeshadow palette from House Labs, which is Lady Gaga's makeup line. And I wanted to try that on camera for the first time. So I'm just going to play around, like do a little bit of makeup, finish listening to the album. And then I'm going to wash it all off. I think I'm going to take a bath and read my book. And depending on if I'm hungry, I'll either have dinner before sunset or after sunset. I think sunset's at like 8, 10 or something. So, you know, I have to just be strategic with that. And I'm totally going to treat myself to like a little Dairy Queen ice cream cone or something to sit with and enjoy the sunset. So that's the plan. You're coming along. Let's start with the makeup for no reason. This is the Glam Room number 1. Ow. I know I showed you the colors. Again, this is totally like just for the heck of it, like just to play. So I'm not gonna, I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything crazy or like fully film this. I'm just gonna kind of show you my first impression. It's going with the shade called, I do not like when the shades are on the bottom. Cameo and Cake mixed together. Also, I have really bad allergies and like really freaking itchy eyes and itchy everything. So putting on makeup is probably not the smartest thing in the world right now, but again, I'm literally doing it just to play with it. Honestly, I feel like the pigmentation isn't super strong. Let me focus just on the darker color. My phone's vibrating. What should we put on the lid? That's a pretty color. That's called Spotlight. Oh, actually, I like that color. It's called Shimmy. Shimmy! Oh, that's really pretty. It's like a purpley, mauvey, pinky moment. Again, the pigment's not like, you kind of have to like get a lot. But, you know, other than that, so far so good. I'm literally just doing like the quickest little moment ever. Let's put some of this one on Spotlight. Yeah, see how that looks on the brow bone. Ooh, that is a pretty brow bone color. This lighting is also like not good, so you probably can't even really see. Fun. So honey now. Okay, moving on. I've done a couple things. I'm gonna try this on camera too. It's a ColourPop blush that I've not tried. Although, I mean, I have tried this formula before. It's the Super Shock Cheek, but this is in the color Birthday Suit. It was on sale at Ulta. And during your birthday month, they give you, or they gave me like a $10 thing. So I got this. What brush do I want to use? Is it this? Yeah, okay. Birthday suit. I love ColourPop. Again, I know this lighting isn't like totally ideal. And to be honest, like, it is hard for me to put like full max effort in when I'm just doing my makeup for the pure purpose of washing it off after. I don't feel like I'm like wasting product or anything, because honestly, like, let's be honest, I have more product than that would last me a lifetime. But I don't know, it's just hard to get too invested. So this is pretty. I really like these formulas. It's just really interesting. You kind of need like, this is a Real Techniques brush, and I really like using this because you can kind of like get in there to get some of the product, but then it like blends out. Pretty. It's just like a really nice pink. I think it goes with this because this is like a purpley mauve-y look, and it has a little bit of shimmer. I like it. You know what's weird is I really don't care for my eyes with purple eyeshadow on, but I think that brown eyes are supposed to like look good in purple. I don't know. I feel like these shadows are not blending that well. But again, I'm not giving it like my total all. I definitely need to play with this more, but I do really like some of the colors. Okay, gonna keep going. Just to be a real crazy girl, I'm going to actually use that same shade I used on my brow bone on my cheek for highlight. It's the one called Spotlight, and it's kind of like a pinky, pearly. Let's just see what happens. You know what? I actually like that. Come on and take it back, love. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, makeup can be kind of used in different ways. I'm not really typically one who uses eyeshadow as highlighter just because I have so much highlighter. But I thought it might be fun to like really match the highlighter to the brow bone. Like, it's literally just like a bing. Oh, that's fun. It actually, I feel like, is not as intense as it might look right there. It's quite nice. I actually like how it turned out quite a bit. The last thing that I'm gonna put on is a lip, and I haven't tried this one yet. This is a matte, I mean, I've had this formula, but not this color. MAC lip gloss in Purr. I don't know if this is gonna be like the right color for this, or like enough of a color. I think it might just be too nude, but let's give her a go. OMG, that MAC lip gloss smells like candy corn. Kind of more like frosty than I typically go for, but honestly, now I kind of don't want to wash my makeup off. Maybe I'll get a few FaceTimes in. I mean, it is only like 5 and I still have 3 hours, so yeah, I'm glad I tried that on camera with you. I like the blush. I really like that shade that I used as highlight on the inner corner, all that jazz. Okay, I'll take you along on the next phase of the day, but for now I'm just chilling in my house, as I'm sure we all are. So here's the thing. I definitely should have checked the weather because it's like kind of cloudy and rainy out, so I don't know how much that will affect the sunset. And now I'm kind of like racing against the clock because it's gonna set in about 15 minutes. And I think I've decided I'm just gonna get my ice cream after, because I just finished dinner anyway and I don't need to be like, you know, this is a date, so I want to treat my date very nicely and do what they want. And right now that is to just take a breather, take a minute, drive around, find a nice like area to watch the sunset. We'll see how that goes, and then get my cone, enjoy it, etc. I did put on perfume because we all know me. I need perfume, and I'm wearing Kilian Intoxicated, or Intoxicated by Kilian. It's such like a sexy, yummy, similar to the name tells you, intoxicated. Okay, let's get this show on the road. So there's no sun out. Like, I mean, it's still light out obviously, but or like a little bit light out, but these clouds are majorly affecting things. So I definitely think there was a better day to do this. We're gonna make it work though, and it'll be interesting actually to see just like what does the sunset look like when it's literally just like dark gray clouds. Okay, we have 6 minutes, and let me just show you what I'm working with here. Oh my god, my eye, you guys, my allergies. I know I'm not supposed to touch my face, but it's so hard with allergies. Okay, so it's cloudy AF. I'm gonna put my hazards on. So clouds, darker clouds, and honestly, you guys, it's looking like lighter in the camera than it is IRL. I've busted out the compass feature. Oh, that's completely north. Okay, so yeah, west is completely this way then. So I guess that's the sun over there. Okay, so let's drive over there. So here's the thing. I do believe that I'm now fully facing west. Yes, west. Well, it doesn't work when I flip it around. This is such a fail. But it's all about the adventure. Like, if I had planned this date, okay, if I had really legit planned this date for like another person, I probably would have been more planned and prepared. And I think that's kind of the whole thing that I've been running into with all of this. Like, I would have found a premium location to watch the sunset, and ideally I would have picked a day with better weather. But you know, you can't always control those things. So instead, we're going to embrace the adventure of it. The racing the clock kind of thing is fun, like pulling out the compass. Like, I've literally never used the compass on my phone ever. Okay, it's 8:12. So we have 3 minutes, I think. Is it at 15 or 16? I Googled what time the sun sets. Because I think it's like slightly different every single day. But yeah, the other day, it's funny, when I was thinking of doing this, I saw a prettier sunset. Like, it would have worked better on like that day, but here we are. Like I said, it's about the adventure. I'm listening to like my Lav CD and just taking it all in. The Carl's Jr. in the parking lot, the Fred Meyer. But you know, Oregon really is beautiful. It really is. And it's so lush and it's so green, and it's so different to where I grew up. Arizona's beautiful in a different way. And their sunsets are actually everything of the sort. Like, their sunsets are amazing. Probably better than anywhere I've ever seen. But I'm just saying that part of the reason I can't really see in Oregon is because there are so many trees and you kind of have to find a spot. But I'm not going to complain because it's so pretty. I'm just like rambling about random things. Can you tell? I should probably turn you so that you can see. Okay, let's see. Sunset. Oh my gosh. What time is sunset? 8:15. So that's less than a minute. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to flip you. So, a bit anticlimactic maybe, but like I said, I'm listening to my music and just thinking, you know, and like, I don't know. I mean, the rain definitely gets old when you live in Oregon. There's no doubt about that. But I think a lot of people who live up here can agree with me that, well, spring and summer, specifically summer, are hands down the best time of the year up here. Like, it's perfect weather, better than literally anywhere, better than California, better than anywhere that I've been. And where was I going with this? That when it does rain in the spring and summer, it is just like, it's a different type of rain. And so I really don't mind it. I mean, the worst part about like when it rains here is just that it's like, when it rains like constantly, like day after day after day after day, and if it's like dark, that's when it's no fun. But like, actually today was a sunny day, and it's been a little bit humid, but then, you know, it rained, and like when it's been a while, it like actually smells like rain, and it's kind of that more cozy feel than like the dreary perma rain feel. Okay, but I was doing some research because I time-lapsed that last bit and wanted it to be like a time-lapse of you seeing it get dark, even though we didn't actually get to see like pretty sunsetty like colors and all that jazz. Apparently it can take, wait, what did I just look at? It can take anywhere from like 70 to 100 minutes for it to get dark after sunset. So I'm clearly not about to sit here and like for that long. That explains why it still has this weird kind of like it's still light, you know what I mean? Is this called dusk? Maybe? What time of day is dusk? Let's Google that. What time of day is dusk? Or is that morning? No, dawn is morning, I think. Okay, so it says dusk is at 8:48, but like what is that? It's this, okay, it's exchangeable for the word twilight. Oh, okay. I was right. This is dusk. This is twilight time because it's the period in between sunset and nighttime. So it's like the sun is down, but it still has like this like twilighty, dusky. Wow, I like that. Okay, see, this is educational. With that said, you guys, I mean, tomorrow is the last day of April, and maybe we'll try it again. Probably not. Maybe we'll go back to the drawing board, look back at our list, and see what other like at-home type things we can think of for May. Let's get creative with May. I'm definitely gonna go get my Dairy Queen, and it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna show it to you. Did I mention this? I don't think so. I saw somebody on Instagram the other day get a Dairy Queen ice cream cone with sprinkles on it, and that's like far from like my usual order. I actually don't think I've ever gotten maybe an ice cream cone from Dairy Queen. I usually would get Blizzards or like whatever. And if I do ever get an ice cream cone, usually it's from McDonald's, but something about this cone. So that's where we're headed. Holy cow, you can probably see that it's more dark now. I had to turn on my cabin light and it's not good. Dairy Queen is the spot to be right now. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a drive-thru with this many cars. Not even like an In-N-Out. Maybe an In-N-Out. You know. It's okay. More time to sit here and listen to music and hang out. Oh, I was thinking, I want to know what time sunrise is, because that would be another cool thing to look at, to watch sunrise. The only thing is that's so early. What time is sunrise? Oh, 5:58. I mean, that's early. Who am I kidding? Especially right now, that is early for me. Before everything happened, like for work, I would get up at 4:30. Yeah. Between 4:30 and 5 was my usual time I would wake up. So that's funny that now to me that seems so early. Anyway, I'm certainly not going to be like getting an ice cream cone and watching the sunrise at 5:58. But that could be cute to have like a coffee and watch it. The only problem is I can't wake up early unless I have something to do or like somewhere to be. Because otherwise, like, as much as I love that idea of like waking up that early and then like really seizing the day, whatever, like I would totally go watch the sunset and then like go home and just want to go back to sleep. You know, I can only be like up and at 'em if I have to go somewhere. Again, I'm getting rambly. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to show you my ice cream cone when I get it. And I hope this line doesn't take too long. So far, it's moving kind of fast, so. SOS, I see a frosted animal cookie blizzard on the menu. Do I want that or do I want a cone? Oh my gosh, it's going to be a game time decision. Oh, and the s'mores blizzard. Oh my gosh. I had that, was it last year or the year before? Oh, okay, I'm up. Oh my gosh, this is giant. So I went with the cotton candy dipped cone. And then I got a side of sprinkles. And I'm gonna take this home because this lighting is horrendous. I'll have one little small bite with you here, and then let's take it home so we can have better lighting. What the heck? Oh my God. Wow. So it's absolutely delicious. But the hard casing around the ice cream is weird. I've never had a dipped cone. I don't think. Have I? I don't know. Okay, I'm going home. Okay, you guys, I'm home now. I don't even know if I'm going to include that last clip because the lighting was so horrid. Look how giant this thing is. I did take a bite on camera, but in case I didn't include it. So, whoa, hello. This is delicious, but like, it's kind of weird. I don't know if I love this concept of like the hard shell on the outside. It has the texture of like magic shell. Oh, and here comes Mr. C. It's really tasty though, but it's just weird. You know, you could call this date a failure. You could. Or you could just call it an adventure. You know, I saw the sunset with no sunset, learned some facts about the sunset. This, I guess, is not a failure. Minus that it was just a really long line and like whatever. And then, oh yeah, and I just dropped my debit card in between my seats and I couldn't really find it, / with this in my hand and my hands full, I was just like, okay, I hope I don't get robbed and I'll fish it out tomorrow. So good night. Here's the rest of my night. Cozy back at home. Gonna pop on, oh, I need to catch up on Bachelor, Listen to Your Heart. So maybe I'll do that. And then I'll see you tomorrow for my April recap. Hey guys, it's Katie. This is the wrap on April. It's now the beginning of May. So we spent this entire month in quarantine. Like here in Oregon, it was stay in place orders. And I know it was that way in many other countries, or countries and other states in this country. So as you know, as you saw, the dates are limited these days, but it also kind of adds this heightened level of creativity, which I don't know that I tapped into per se. Admittedly, I've been lazy. I mean, like, look at me now. I have a messy background and like no makeup on minus eyebrows. That's all neither here nor there. Another month has come and gone and it's time to review. So there were a couple little like just whatever kind of bits at home, but then the main date that I tried to take myself on that I could actually cross off of my poster is the one where I went to go watch a sunset. And let's see, I have my notebook where I jot down my little thoughts about each date. As you saw in the vlog, it was kind of a fail because I of course didn't look at the weather that day and ended up being a dark, cloudy, rainy evening and there really was no sunset to see. But what I took note of was how it just shows that it's kind of about like the adventure behind it and also about the memory behind it. So looking back at all of this, it's like, you know, sure, was it totally random that I ended up in like a, what was it, like a Burger King parking lot, like watching a gray sky just kind of stay the same for 15 minutes? Like, yeah, but I wouldn't have been doing that if I wouldn't have been trying to chase these different like memories and things. So I kind of like that. I mean, and then I got like the Dairy Queen, which even that was like interesting, but it's all just, again, part of the adventure, part of the rigmarole of life. I don't even know if that's not even the right word, but so that's my 2 cents on that. I do think that that would be a really cute like real life date / I could do that again with myself, but I would definitely want to find a more ideal location. I think it would be really nice to like park somewhere where there's like a really pretty view and then it could be really special, you know, listening to nice music, like bring a snack or whatever in the car and just make like a moment of it, whether it's with someone else or with yourself. But mine just ended up being kind of a funny little memory there. What else have I learned? I mean, okay, so I think what I've learned about just being in like the quarantine in general, and then like what I've learned with the whole like dating myself in the quarantine, I really have no choice but to date myself because like I live alone and so it's literally just me, myself, and I at all times. Again, obviously thank God for cannoli, but so I don't know that, yeah, this whole mission of mine is what has like shown me this, but in this quarantine, I do feel like I'm kind of really more than ever focusing on the value and the importance of like family. Like I really, really miss my family, and we've been talking on like FaceTimes and having like family game nights and things like that, which is great. But it's really interesting because I guess the reason I bring that up is because theoretically we all live apart. We could have been doing that all the time anyway. Do you know what I mean? But we didn't. I mean, we would talk and we would have our moments here and there, but I'm really loving how I feel like this has really brought everyone together. It's been very unifying in a lot of ways. And I know for me and for my family, it's like, we're talking more than ever. We're FaceTiming more than ever. Like we did a game night, you know, stuff like that. Someone's listening to music outside, sorry. So that's been really cool. And it's kind of just shifted my like, I don't know, what I find important. I also think this quarantine has helped me let go of things a little bit. I mean, that's a whole other conversation, but I tend to struggle to find balance. I'm either extreme this way or extreme the other way. And in a lot of ways, I've probably been in the extreme in like a not good way, like drinking and eating too much and staying up too late and like stuff like that. But I do think it's forced me and the rest of us to like let go of some of those constraints we put on ourselves. I don't know. It's forced us to change the way that we live. And so that's just been eye-opening, and it's just kind of helped me to like live life. Like seize the day, stop and smell the roses. Like I know that's cheesy, but that's kind of something. What else was I gonna say? Oh, okay, yeah. Like, I don't know, just the quarantine. How do I say this simply and not ramble? Obviously, there are so many things about this whole pandemic that are horrible. And overarching, it's horrible and I wish it never happened. But the silver lining that I personally am taking from it, I don't even know if that's not even the right way, but like I do find it interesting that I've almost felt less lonely during this, even though I'm literally by myself. There's something about the fact that nobody else can do anything either, and that like we're all in this together, that feels really, I just like that sense of camaraderie across like the world. And then also, like I said, there's not that thing where if it's a Saturday and it's a weekend and I'm home alone because I'm single and I live alone and whatever, if I just like do things in my house all day long, there's no pressure that I'm putting on myself, or like there's nothing to live up to. There's nothing, you know, I had mentioned, and I think a couple of vlogs ago when I went out and I was like exploring a neighborhood and it was fun, but it was just kind of lonely. It's like, okay, well, I'm here by myself. Like now doing that's not even an option, and there's something strangely comforting about that. I don't know. I don't think I'm articulating that very well, but for me, like, I don't know if that's a bad thing, that I've almost kind of enjoyed that, like, nobody can go anywhere or do anything. I don't know. I don't mean that in any negative way. And again, overarching, like, do I wish this was happening? No, it's horrible. It's horrible that people are getting ill, and it's really horrible, like, what's happening to people with their jobs, etc. So, I don't know. It's just been a lot of time to think, and a lot of time to be by myself, and a lot of time to realize what's important, what's not. Areas where I know that like I need other people and need help with and need support and boosts with. And then areas where it's like, you don't need to do that for other people. Like just do what you want to do when you want to do it. I don't know. I don't know how much sense any of that made. So I think I'm going to stop right here. But you know, it was a good month. And I think in this upcoming month, I'm going to try to be less lazy and more creative. I have a couple of things in the woodworks, and I was checking out my poster today, and there are a few more things that I think I could fully, totally do without cheating from the list and like cross them off, such as cooking a meal from scratch. There are a couple others that I was like, okay, you can do that from home. So let's hope that I do that, and I hope you're all doing well. And thanks for watching. Love you.